is it always when I'm trying to meditate, I remember about the bins? Hello, welcome to my channel. I am a mind health coach and this channel is dedicated to helping you think better. In this episode, you can have some of my top tips, some science-based research on how and why meditation works for your brain and why your brain seems to sabotage it so many times and what you can do about it. So meditation, we've all had a go and found that the distracting thoughts ruin our Zen space. It's always when I'm trying to focus my thoughts that I remember that I haven't put the bins out or the homework hasn't been done and I need to defrost the chicken and all those other not important thoughts. So what is meditation? To meditate is to focus your mind for a period of time. Meditation has great health benefits for mind and body. The research into meditation is piling up. The benefits of meditation are well proven and many people want to incorporate it into their lives. I'm a mum of 3. I run a business and life is really busy. Meditation has become essential to managing my life. Without those spaces, the stresses would accumulate and just keep building, and eventually there'd be a tipping point and I would explode in anger or upset or get irrationally affected by something quite small, and it would be my family or my work that would take the hit. And so for me, meditation has been a lifesaver. It has been the difference between managing and not. Meditation is great when it works, but so many times distracting thoughts sabotage our meditation space. Maybe you've had this experience. It's last thing at night and you've managed to get the kids to bed and you've cleared the kitchen and you're just thinking about either having a bath or doing some meditation, and then you remember you didn't put the bins out. And it's Auntie Flo's birthday tomorrow, and last year when you forgot to get her a card, she was really annoyed, and probably you need to speak to little Johnny's teacher about the maths homework that you haven't done for 3 nights in a row, and your toenails desperately need painting. Sound familiar? Is this what your meditation is like? It's what my meditation is like. Just as I think, I have controlled my environment and my mind can relax and think positive, beneficial, deep, insightful thoughts. I remember the bins. Just at that moment. Why is it always when I'm trying to meditate, I remember about the bins? So what can you do? Your brain is firing randomly, you can't control it, and when you try to relax, the distracting thoughts make you frustrated. And of course, this means your brain goes faster. Well, there are some things you can do. One of them is that regular practice of meditation will pattern your brain to slow down in response to certain stimuli. So if you have a favourite piece of music or a favourite chair or some fluffy slippers that you put on to meditate, these will help your brain slow down and will stop the distracting thoughts over time. So here's what I practice. I imagine that the thoughts come into my mind a little bit like leaves floating down the river, and I can't control which ones come, but I can notice them and I can let them go. I imagine the thoughts about the bin or about Auntie Flo's birthday or any manner of normal, ordinary, everyday goings on in my life as leaves that come down my river of thought, and I see them for what they are and I let it go. We used to say, talking to yourself is the first sign of madness. It's working the opposite in my life. When I talk to myself is actually when I can stay sane. Visualization and verbal affirmations work to interrupt the distracting thoughts that are going through our brains when we're meditating. Imagine my brain is like an old-fashioned record with grooves. It had the same patterns of thinking, the neurological connections go round and round. And unless I actually lift the needle and reroute it somewhere else, I will keep going around the same loop. So for me, the use of visualization, the superpower of my imagination, and my ability to talk to myself and the power of speech, they lift the needle. My brain has two halves. The right side of my brain deals with creative thought. The left side of my brain deals with logic, very simply, and speech. So if I use my imagination, I take the activity to the right-hand side of my brain and I'm creating new concepts. If I activate speech or logic, I move the activity to the left-hand side of my brain. And this way, I can optimize my thinking power to go to work on my self-development. Here's a recap. We've learnt what meditation is, why it's been so powerful in my life to help me regain control of my thoughts, why the brain will distract us, and 2 tools to help get our meditation back on track. So I would say, learn the tools, know how to activate your imagination, learn the power of self-talk, positive self-talk, and be prepared to say things to yourself out loud. And then find a rhythm that works for you. It may be that all your meditation is done in a yoga studio, or it may be that while you're driving around, that's the best time for meditation. It may be that you get into poetry or creative drawing. You might find that walking and moving meditation stimulates really helpful patterns of thinking. It may be that you run a nice soapy bath and you light some candles. Anything goes. It doesn't matter what your ritual is. Just find one. Give yourself one. Enrich your life with a soothing ritual. So here are my tips. Be aware of how your brain functions. Know that you can't control it. Don't worry. Practice letting go of distracting thoughts that come to your mind. Visualize them as leaves floating down the river and be patient with yourself. For more tools and information, go to www.gumptious.co.uk and subscribe to my channel. Comment on how you find distracting thoughts in meditation, how you overcome them, and what tools you use to improve your thinking.